Hello and welcome back to another episode here in our Skyblock world. As you can see and as you saw, I have been busy, so busy. I'm not just building out this platform here, which actually was the easiest thing I did. But then after that, I basically used up all of my stone bricks, and I spent the next full day, not Minecraft day, full day at the cobblestone generator, and I have made a ton of stone. I've just been mining cobble and then smelting it in the stone, and then I mined up a bunch of basalt, made a bunch of deep slate, and we have supplies galore for what we're gonna do today, and that is we're gonna enter the Iron Age. Finally, we're finally gonna get our iron problems sorted, because last episode we built out this villager breeder, and that whole time I was over there mining cobble. Guys, it's gonna be loud. It's gonna be loud. But we have villagers galore. This thing has been working, and we're gonna get out of there because it's loud. But it's been working, and we have so many villagers. We have so many villagers. It's ridiculous. Just double checking nobody's managed to get up there because they bounce around in that water column, and I'm worried that they're gonna be able to like reach a bed and sleep in it at some point. But I don't think they have yet, so we should be safe, I think. But yeah. Tons of villagers in there. So that's good, but it also means we need to start doing something with them. And the first thing we're going to do is iron farm. And I have a plan. I've been working out details in Creative World, and it's basically going to span these 5 chunks here that go all the way across this way. And I've kind of got envisioned as like apartment with a archway and then like a stone something. I don't know how to describe what, but it works. It works. And then another one over here with another archway. So there's gonna be 2 iron farms all feeding into the same kill chamber, and then it's gonna send the iron underneath and then up into the bottom half of one of these for storage. So it's working really good, and I'm very excited about it. But there are some things we still need before we can do that. And I have got some supplies, you can see, and I got an empty bucket because yes, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go get that lava source from the ruined portal that we went to, because I don't have the time. I don't have the patience or the time to wait for a cauldron. I don't even have the iron that I need to make a cauldron, and it's right there. And we've already raided like a bunch of like treasure chests and stuff and gotten things out of it. So getting a bucket of lava out of this, I don't feel. It was my rule. I'm allowed to break my own rules. So that's what we're going to do. I got to go grab some lava, and then I need 3 pieces of packed ice. And I'm really hoping this guy survives 3 pieces. It says we have 10 durability left in here. I'm not sure how much each block of ice removes from his durability, but hopefully we can get 3. Got it. All right, moment of truth. Let's see. I'll stop by the house, dropped off all my stuff, grab my bed, because I didn't know what time of day it was going to be when I got out of here. And pretty sure mobs can spawn on packed ice. 2. What does it say? All right. So we're going down 1 each time we use it. Okay. We got our 3. All right. Heading back home, and we're going to get started building on stuff. See you back there. Okay. And we'll put this in here next to that so we don't lose it. And then put our very, very sad and tired golden pickaxe away, just in case we need it for something. And now let's talk about my plans. Okay, last episode I mentioned starting to raise things up. Oh, and guys, I'm sure you probably noticed, and I just glossed over it because it's so noisy over there. I forgot we had pale oak or pale moss. So yeah, this is perfect for our sketchbook things. I'm gonna get rid of this cobble, this mossy stuff, because it doesn't fit into the grayscale black and white sketchbook feel of what we got going on. And yes, I know that those have color in them, but they kind of blend just enough to be whimsy, but not really. But right now, they're basically the only lantern source I have, and I'm not using torches because I have a bunch of the copper from the trial chamber that we went to the other day. Once we're able to get into the Iron Age, we can start making iron lanterns. But I think these actually fit this color scheme better. They blend into it better. But this means we can have grass in our little sketchbook world. But what I want to do is I've started building this up, and I have like a little sewer hatch here for underneath for doing redstone and maintenance and that sort of thing. But I've expanded this out and I want to raise up the floor, but I want to do it in a way so that it feels like it's like the natural grass terrain generation for like a plains or something like that. So instead of just doing squares and rectangles, I kind of want to do a little bit more of a natural bend and like waves coming down with the stone. And then at some point we'll raise this area up, or we might let it stay where it is. I don't know, but at least this new area here, this is all getting raised up because this is going to be where our villagers and other things are heading. And some of these spots are slime chunks, so I have to be careful doing these. I just need to do top half slabs in these, and that should keep them safe. And then if we build anything in here, we'll have to make sure it's spawn proof, and same with over there. But I wanted to expand out beyond where I need, so I have some wiggle room while doing like roof tiles and stuff like that, because the back side of that one was terrifying. It's hanging over the void, and if you ever shifted on a stair block, you can't really shift on a stair block. You will just fall off. So gave myself a buffer. But as I talked about last episode, my thought process is I want this to be not like one for one kind of a copy, but inspired by Studio Ghibli's kind of style, just that 1940s fantasy, almost steampunky, but also it's a sketchbook. Like this is the black and white pencil charcoal phase of your sketchbook. And maybe as we start building and coming up in the air, like I want to start building up to different things, like having platforms that you have to take a little swirling bridge or something like that too. We can get to more color, like you start getting some like colored pencils or something like that going on with your sketchbook. But right now we're in the grayscale, like black and white pencil drawings. And that's kind of where it's been a lot of fun trying to design builds with that mindset, because you can't just throw color in. You have to think of like shadow and light and dark, and just like what do we have that can be grayscale stuff. So this doesn't really work because it's green. I can't do much about the grass. It's going to be green, but it adds a nice bit of natural feel to the area that has been missing and you don't often get in Skyblock. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start building up these platforms, and I got a bunch of jack-o'-lanterns, and I'm going to bury them in and put some this pale carpet on top of them, and we'll moss up the area, and then we'll start mapping out and getting the iron farm started. So this will be fun. So let me get started on that, and I'll be back with you guys once I have that done. Okay, and it is mostly done. It's kind of this is like the rough sketch. We'll refine it as we go, but it kind of gives you that it's kind of a grayscale plains biome in a way, with this moss and the grass sticking up. Some of the tall grass is a little bit too much tall grass, but it'll work for now. We'll keep refining as we go. But I've got our area mapped out. Oh, and these areas here that are a little bit weird, those are slime chunks, and I have them slimed over for now. I'm trying to think of what to do with them. I actually think I might try building up some ponds in both of these. There's one over there, right there, and there's actually, where's it at? It's right there, and there's one right here. And I think we could probably do some like ponds or something with them, and just make sure that the whole area is spawn proof, and we shouldn't have too much trouble with slimes because they aren't going to spawn in the water. But that's a future me problem. Right now I'm focused on getting this iron farm up and running. And here's our iron farm footprint. As there's a lot of torches, and these are telling me where everything goes. So this is villager pod number 1, and then it has a water stream spawning platform that's going to send the iron golems over this way into here, and this is the kill chamber. And the reason it's that way, because it's over 16 blocks away from the villagers, and that way they forget that there's a iron golem while he's over here dying, and they'll actually spawn iron golems faster. And then over here we have a second villager pod that's going to be producing iron golems, and it's going to send them off over to the same kill chamber, and everything gets into here. And then right here, all the iron will drop down, go through a water stream, and then come back up into a storage room underneath the villagers. So that's the plan, and I have it worked out in creative, and it's working pretty good. So hopefully it works well in our survival world here. But what I need to do now is I actually want to build the villager pods and get the villagers into it before I build anything else. Because I think that would probably be easiest. Whoops, give me those back. Probably easiest to do before I build everything is get the villagers in, and then we have to worry about getting a zombie in at the very end. But I have a plan for that. And we all know my plans always work perfectly every time. So that's how we're going to do it. So the villager pods, basically what I did was I took ENX04's villager pod design and then adapted it to this design. So basically I'm going to build up what you would be building underground, but 10 blocks up in the air. So they can't spawn the iron golem here on the ground. It has to go where we tell it to go. Okay, and I have the minecart set up. I got the wall around there. It's the perfect timing because it's nighttime. They're going to want to go straight to the bed, so it's now or never. Let's see if this thing actually works. And these guys, it is so full in here, so we need to get some of these guys out of here. So we're going to push the button and see what happens. Hopefully, we get ourselves a villager, and he zooms up into our little thing. And I've saved on some track by doing this because they're just going to keep going no matter what. So I'm going to run up here real quick and put a lead on the boat so I can get him out of the minecart. I should put like a trap door or something up here so I can get in and out of this place. But he's chilling for now. Okay, I'll grab a trap door on my way back the next time. I need to hurry up and get these guys into place. Villager number 2. Here we go. Up and at 'em. Okay, grab the next ones. Need one more villager, and then we can get them in their holes. There we go. Up he goes. The one on the other end will be a bit more complicated because I don't have enough track to get all the way down there. So we got to drag these guys in boats down there first and then set up our track. But for now, this first one is just about done. No, you don't. Go. Get in the bed. Why are you being difficult? Go get in the bed. What is going on with you? Get in the bed. Come on. These guys are in bed. Why are you not in bed? Go get in the bed. In the bed. Okay, well, that worked. They're in there, and that's what matters. And that guy's standing on his head. Okay, let's put the lid on this one, clean up our mess, and get started. Reset for the next night and the next set of villagers. Okay, night has fallen for the second time, and I ran out. I don't have enough tracks, but I think if they get to this point, they should just keep continuing on between these two blocks until the track picks back up right there and sends them up into there. That's all theoretical, and I've reloaded the system with the 3 boats and the 3 carts that we have for now. So let's go ahead and try this. Gotta send a guy, drop that, and he should just keep going. It's not going to be the fastest thing ever, but it'll be a thing. So I'm going to go ahead and send another guy right behind him so they can get moving. And then once he's down there a little ways, he's still going. Should just keep going until they get to the track on the other end there. Lift that back up so they can't get all the way back into the villager breeder if for whatever reason they start bouncing back and forth. See if I can meet them up here in the villager chamber. Still going. I think this is going to work. Famous last words. But I think so. Oh, he's almost there. I don't want to be on the track. Here he comes. A little bit of damage on the way in, but that's fine. Next guy's on his way up. Here he comes. And then we're going to get a third guy. And perfect. Perfect execution. Now, go get in the beds. Lay down. Go to bed. Go to bed. There you go. And a 3. All right, I lost the bed, but that's fine. Perfect. That was super easy. That was way easier than I thought it was going to be. Well, all that's left to do now is make this place look cool. So let's go. this is the last bit of the item collection set up. I've already got my water stream set up. Bubble column heading up into one of these towers. Let me hop out of here and we can have a look at what we did. That was a little bit more than I had thought I'd bit off to chew, but we got it done. We got it done, and I think it looks awesome. So this is our entrance to our little villager city. That's going to be back that way. It's got two big arches. I'm going to have a couple roads going up underneath the arches, and I think it looks awesome. And as we can see, this is where everything comes out. And if I was to throw something into here, it should go all the way through and come out the other end. So 1, 2, 3. Let's make sure we get all 3 of those. There they are. Haha. So we can just stand here and collect all the iron we need until we have enough to start setting up hoppers and chests to collect that. Now we just got to get a couple zombies. I'm going to go ahead and sleep because I got some stuff to set up before we try doing all of that, because I have to plan out how the best way to do this. Getting the zombies will be easy because I just have to pull them out of there. Getting them over here and up into there, that's a little bit more complicated. It shouldn't be too much more complicated than doing the villagers, but there is a level of risk involved. And yeah, this part I've been dreading this, but as soon as we get the zombies in there, this thing should come to life and we should start making iron like right away. So I'm going to get some zombies pulled out and get some stuff built up, and then we can start getting some zombies in place and finally into the Iron Age. Hey, look who decided to show up. I've already traded with him once today. He had some packed ice that I grabbed. Spent almost all my emeralds, but look what he has. He has moss blocks. That's something I need. So I have 3 emeralds left, and those are 1 emerald each. So I've got to start doing something with these villagers. That thing is going to explode any minute now or lag my world out. Where are my emeralds? All right, let's see how many of these we can. Oh, well, 3, obviously, but I don't need birch logs. I need birch saplings, my dude. All right. We have 6 green moss blocks. That's awesome. Thank you very much. Now, if you'd be so kind, and that was very nice of him to leave his leads behind. As you can see, I've had a few show up, but no one has anything. The one before this guy had the, where did I put it? I guess I'll put it back over there. Packed ice that grabbed just in case I had a mess up. I need to break a packed ice. And then this guy has the moss blocks. So we're going to put these away where they're nice and safe and get back to doing what we're doing. I think I have our little trap, get them in a boat, and then somehow get them up here. And then from here, dispense this and send them all the way up there. And then I can break the boat and the minecart and they hide. And he should immediately be attracted by the villagers, walk in there and then immediately get stuck in the next boat, and I can come clean up my mess and then do the next one. That's the plan on that one. So let's put this stuff away and get the next little trap thing built up and then see how this goes. Okay, get on your spot. Give me the lead and away you go. Hey, he's gonna kill me. He's gonna kill me. Did he find the villagers? Yes. Easy. Nothing to worry about. We got it done. All right, I gotta close this up, clean up my mess, and then reset for tomorrow night. All right, up you go. Hopefully you don't go into the other room yet. Oh my gosh, you're coming back. Okay, you came back. There we go. Okay, now if I do this, then I break this. Who are you gonna go after first? Well, that was not the plan. Yeah, plug up that hole. Whoops. Well, that's not. Where did you spawn? Oh, I bet you spawned on top of the box. It's not good. All right, we'll have to deal with that. One problem at a time here. Ouch. Are you just going back and forth now? Oh, good. Okay, let's get this closed up before the iron zombie, the iron golem gets into here. Oh, oh no, not good. Oh, that was bad. I did not mean to do that. That was almost really bad. That was so bad. I gotta get him off of there somehow. Rid of this box so they can't spawn more of them. All right, hopefully that's problem solved. I don't think there's any other spawnable spots up there for him other than where he's supposed to be spawning. So now we should have golems spawning in both sides. My guy right now is not the time. What do you got? Anything? Anything of interest? Nope, nothing of interest. Sorry, man. Can't talk to you right now. Busy. All right, let's see what's going on up here. See how much iron we've made. In the meantime, oh, there's so much iron here. Oh, my pockets are full. Got one cooking. How many of these guys are actually in here doing stuff? See what's going on here. Here comes one over here. And we should also, yep, there's two. Ha, they're working. It's working. So much iron. So much iron. That's the success. My helmet broke, and so did my pants. I got no pants and head, but that's awesome. We have iron, lots of iron. 2 iron farms working in conjunction. That was easy. No problems. Absolutely no issues whatsoever. If you liked what you saw, don't forget to leave a like. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. Till next time, this has been Neely. Bye-bye.